Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekahak, Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, great millstone who rule well and taught me this truth. Peace, blessings, salutations, and mercies to the elect and the 1/3 remnant out there listening and doing this word with all faith and sincerity. And I'm just coming back at you with another quick video, Lord willing, is edifying. And it's going to be centered around couple articles that I got queued up. And this first one's by datacenterdynamics.com. And it's entitled Russian Government Websites Go Down Again in Apparent Cyber Attack. All right. And no coincidence that they just had, one of those meetings, where the elites gather and discuss the next agendas. They had a cyber demic scenario at one of these little G20 meetings, or whatever name, G7, whatever name they go by, a group it goes by. They had one dealing with a cyber attack, a cyber pandemic, and the effects it would cause. And now, I guess coincidentally, now we seeing a cyber war breaking out between these major powers. So we know what's coming down the pipe, as Hacking Collective Anonymous claims it is attacking Russia. So, and, of course, this easily could just be, we know this is all orchestrated by, Esau, Edom, nothing but puppets and shadow governments. And, so this is all fitting his agenda to cut the power and bring down the system and put through his new system. All right. Several Russian government websites have been brought offline, including those of the Kremlin State, Duma, and Defense and Ministry of Defense. And this cyber war is pretty much these different proxies being used to attack the Russian government. Don't be surprised if somehow they get linked back to, a U.S. asset. All right. Because this is where it's going. OK. Putin already said anyone who interferes is going to be major consequences. So if you interfere with them in a cyber attack manner, they just going to do the same thing back. And this is what these higher ups anticipate. OK. And they're going to get the desired outcome. It's just a matter of time. The outages come after a day or days after a small DDoS attack briefly brought the websites offline, and Russia geofenced several of the sites to block traffic from outside of the country. So they got hacked. And, the reason being, the Ukraine invasion, the outages which come as Russia invades Ukraine follows after Ukrainian government websites were brought down by DDoS attacks, which were cyber attacks, because cyber warfare is a major player, in this modern age, everything being, technology based, so this element, of warfare is very important now, because everybody's grids, everybody's infrastructure, medical, banking, even industrial, infrastructure is all based off of these satellites and shit. You know, so everything's put on the web, on the internet. Use the internet for a lot of things. You know, and they getting ready to cut it. This is investmentwatchblog.com, and it's all a part of plan. You know, the scriptures spoke of these days and telling us, you know, of things to prepare for, and this darkness was one of them. You know, huge cyber attack on major satellite provider shuts down thousands of wind turbines across Europe. See, so now this cyber attack is escalating, because now you have European nations being affected with they different infrastructure pieces, and you know, things in which are hackable, I guess. You know, which appears to be everything. Wind turbines. You know, who would have thought? But hey, that's the way things are set up, and they will be affected through these cyber attacks. Dusseldorf, Berlin, a massive disruption of European satellite connections is restricting the operation of thousands of wind turbines in Central Europe. So that's people's power. You know, those wind turbines usually generate power. You know, so a lot of people eventually won't have access to these things, you know, due to the cyber attacks, the famine, the wars, you know, the trade disputes. Things are about to ranch up. You know, the large German wind turbine manufacturer Intercom confirmed this to Handelsblatt on Monday. According to the remote monitoring and control of 5,800 plants with a total output of 11 gigawatts are affected, whether plants of the other providers are also affected was still unclear on Monday afternoon. Okay, so the cyber attacks have begun, and it's only a matter of time before it gets to the shores of America. All right, because people tend to believe that or they can't seem to fathom that America will be affected by these coming cyber or by anything, really. You know, you Americans really live too good. You know, you don't me as well. You know, we don't have to worry about, you know, troop invasions and, you know, different you know, famines and stuff, or running water clean. What won't have to worry about those things, you know. But pretty soon, those things will be a luxury. This is Amos 8:9, and it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Yahweh Shah, that I will cause the sun to go down at noon, and I will darken the earth in a clear day. The Lord's gonna cut the power, man. You know, He's gonna cut the internet. You know, because the sun and, you know, represents, you know, the knowledge and wisdom. And so does the, you know, the moon. Okay. But the Lord's going to end that. You know, he's going, you know, because nowadays people's wisdom comes from their phone. You know, their intelligence is pretty much, you know, all based off of, you know, the ability to them to access their phone. A lot of people so used to using maps, they don't really even pay attention to where they're going. You know, but in that day, you won't have the ability to do none of all your comforts are gonna be taken away. You know, and everything's connected to these power grids, to the internet of things. You know, hey, it's gonna be tough. And I will turn your feasts into mourning and all your sons into lamentation, and I will bring sackcloth upon all loins and baldness upon every head, and I will make it as the mourning of an only son, and the end thereof as a bitter day. See, so it's going to be great lamentation, okay? It's going to be great tribulation. It's going to be a lot of distraught, terrified people, man. Because when this happens, this is going to spiral the society completely out of control. If you think people are going crazy now, just wait until things amp up. Wait until these cyber attacks go. You know, when the EMP drop, man. You know, and everything is reset in America. You know, 120 years. You know, behold, the days come, said Yahweh Shema Shah, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Shema Shah. And now you get the warning before it happens, but in that day you won't. That warning, you know, is pretty much gonna be action. You know, the grace period is gonna be over with. You know, because once that happened, America's gonna spiral out of control, man. You know, when the banking system collapsed, this Revelations 18 and 21, and the mighty angel took up a stone, a great millstone, and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. So with great violence, America is going to be taken down, man. And it's going to start with these different cyber attacks and such, man. With you people's tools of escaping reality being taken away. You know, you can go on your phone and completely forget about your everyday life, but in that day, you ain't gonna be able to, man. You know, this is Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. See, and we living in a time where it is not tarrying here, man. You know, a lot of things are happening under the table. You know, it's a lot of things being thrown at us at one time, but, you know, we can't really lose focus on what's about to go down, man. You know, Esau's finna push this chip, you know. Great death is coming, man. You know, Jacob's trouble is coming. Scriptures say all these are the beginning of sorrows. Matter of fact, we'll end it on that. This is Mark 13 and 7. And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must need be. But the end shall not be yet. See, and this is what we're hearing of: wars, rumors of wars, right? Cyber wars, trade wars, you know, banking wars. See, so we are fitting these scriptures, man, these prophetic scriptures, because this is the time we in. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginning. These are the beginnings of sorrows. See, and that's what we're seeing right now, man. Nations rising against nations, kingdom against kingdom. You know, Russia and Ukraine were formerly the same, you know, people. You know, Esau stepping against his own, man. You know, and pretty soon it's going to come to America. You know, the American people are going to be stepping against each other, man. Day-to-day citizens are going to be thrown into a war zone-like atmosphere, you know. And with that, we give all praise and the glory to Yahweh, Shemel, Shabbat, Shem, Rakakudash, Wa, Abba, Babal, and DTA.